You ever just like have this moment where you're about to start something and it just like it hits you with what you actually are about to take on. Okay, so I haven't done this in 2 weeks straight. I've been a bit of a scrub, and I've been missing out on you guys. Okay, I've been slacking hard, man. I've been slacking really hard, and I'm not even gonna lie. It's my fault. I have excuses though. But this is the thing with excuses, man. Okay. See, this is I started this and I was like, I don't even know where I'm gonna go with this. But this is the thing, okay? Thing with excuses is you can give them, you can dish them out, but at the end of the day, nobody cares. Okay? No one cares about your excuses. No one, because everyone has an excuse. You all have a reason why something didn't go the way you wanted it to go. Everyone's got an excuse, but no one cares. So when you do something wrong, you just gotta own up to it, I think. You can't be like, oh yeah, no, this is why it didn't go right, and this is why, because you're just not claiming responsibility. And at the end of the day, yeah, things are gonna be out of your control, but you gotta be able to account for those things being out of your control. You know what? I have excuses. I have plenty of excuses, guys, okay? You want to hear my excuses? No, you don't, but I'm going to tell you them. So 2 weeks ago, I was getting... Wait, 2 weeks ago? Or have I missed 1 week? Wait, maybe I've only missed 1 week, now that I think about it. Maybe we've only missed a single week. And if that's the case, I don't even feel bad. When was the last... Oh, shoot, yeah, Spot Podcast Week 3 weeks ago. Dude, what has kept me from this for 2 straight weeks? This is... So it was like, podcast... Next week, no podcast. Next week, no podcast. This week, podcast. And it's late. Friday night, 9 p.m. on the East Coast, we're recording this one because I'm a friggin' scrub, okay? I'm a scrub. I suck, okay? I ain't gonna lie. I suck. But anyways, I don't even know. Well, last week was like, I was about to leave the next day and I had to get videos on the main channel, obviously more important. So I was like, okay, that's forgiven. The week before that, man, I don't even know. Oh, you know what? The week before that, here's my excuse was, dude, Zombies was going really well. Okay, sellout, man, sellout. Zombies was going really well, and I was just like, listen, main channel is more important, and I just focused on that. I made videos. I made streams, okay? It was from Black Ops 2, got backwards compatibility. The whole community had a big whew. Now it's kind of fizzled out a little bit. Then we got the World War II going on. So you know what? Like, the last probably 6 months or so with the Zombies community, it's been slow, man. It's been real slow, but like, I don't know. I just feel like, I think anytime there's like a down point in Zombies is always, the biggest part of that is always going to be like after the Treyarch game ends. So like if the Treyarch game ends, the next like 6 months guaranteed are going to suck being a Zombies YouTuber and being in the Zombies community. But now I feel like we finally got out of that like depression, that just like crippling depression. And now it's like we're here, and I think the Zombies community is finally kind of out of the crippling depression. Okay, everyone's saying DLC 5. Look at DLC 5 stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know. DLC 5. Apparently, there's some new leaked information for DLC 5, but I leave for 1 week, and shit just pops off, okay? Shit just starts flying off the ends of nowheres, okay? Okay, so what happened? Everything happened, man. Like, World War II confirmed. Okay, I guess there was a trailer that I have yet to see. Should probably react to that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. What else was there? There was a DLC 5 stuff, apparently. I don't know. Nazi Zombies 2? Maybe. But I leave for 1 week. I left for like the worst week ever, okay? It's so funny because like the thing about being a YouTuber is I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. We're all sellout. DLC 5 has 8 maps. Wow. I mean, DLC 5 release date DLC 5 end of June 2017. Is this like all confirmed or is this just like what people are hopeful for? I'm skeptical to believe what someone just randomly posted on the internet. But all I'm saying, also tons of DLC 5 stuff. Okay. I'll take that. But man, the voice actor for Richtofen posted that he was recording new audio. Oh, that is interesting. That is very interesting. I see. June 27th is like 99% confirmed. Damn, people are confident. Listen, I feel like people are trolling me, okay? July, people are saying this kind of stuff. Yeah, confirmed via leaks. Like, listen, I don't want to get you guys that hyped up, but like, and I've said this before. I've said it many times. I do think DLC 5 is going to happen. I just think there's too much money there for it to not happen. But I'm just gonna go in this with the skeptical side of that and say like, I don't know. I haven't seen enough. Richtofen and Dempsey actors leaked. I mean, maybe they're gonna rickroll us. Maybe they're doing called like the next zombies. What about that? But anyways, that is very interesting that they've leaked stuff. They said they were either send Noah J nudes or make DLC 5. Okay, interesting. Well, anyways, DLC 5, like I said, I've been saying from the start, I think it's gonna happen. So we'll see. That's really all I can say is we will see. So anyways, that's interesting. I don't know, man. I think I've talked. DLC 5 has just been talked about. That's literally this podcast. This isn't a DLC 5 podcast, guys. June 27th. Interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. Interesting. Anyways, getting back to YouTubers are sellouts. Did you guys know that? Well, we are, okay? So I was away, and I'm going away in like 12 more days, okay? So vacation. I was like, I'm gonna time it right just before summer, before we get everything going up. Dude, I didn't play it well. At all. No troll. June 27th is 100%, but Treyarch haven't confirmed it. So June 27th is 99%. Okay. I'm going to back up from DLC 5. I don't really want to talk about DLC 5 anymore. Because listen, I think you could speculate, and it's fine to speculate all stuff. But guys, I want to talk about me, okay? It's not about this, okay? It's not about zombies, guys. Like, get a grip. I'm just kidding. Obviously, my entire channel is about zombies. But, dude, it's vacation. Like, I don't even know where to start, man. I don't even know where to start, okay? What I know, okay, is I don't even know what to say, guys. It's like everyone just wants me to talk about zombies, and I don't know what else to say. Like, I think the last like 10 podcasts, I've milked DLC 5 too much, okay? And that's just how I feel, man. I'm like dead, okay? I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm completely dead. Someone wants a vacation story, which I just told, but I feel like I should probably tell it again because it was a pretty good story. Actually, I have two good vacation stories. So went to the Dominican Republic with my girlfriend. She just graduated. She's got a bachelor's degree and a diploma in business. So she's like all educated. I'm out here. I'm stupid. Okay. I don't even have 1 degree. Got high school, 2 years of university. That's it. Anyways, so the first story involves a Russian man that I met when I was down south. So not a crazy story, but I thought it was kind of funny. Reminded me of YouTube and zombies and all this stuff. So I was down south, and this man, it was like late at night, and we were just kind of like, me and my girlfriend were just kind of dancing, like just like, you know, it wasn't like a dance party or anything, but we just kind of like got dancing because I think it was karaoke night or something. Actually, we just started kind of jamming, and this guy was walking by, and he kind of comes up to us and starts dancing with us. We're like, okay. Anyways, we were about to go get drinks, and he's like, okay, me too. I need more vodka. So he says we need more vodka. Like, whatever. Like, you don't think about that because it's just vodka, okay? Maybe if you're not a big drinker and you're a zombies player, maybe, you know, you're younger. But as at an all-inclusive resort where everyone's just, like, drinking all the time, you don't think anything of that. So anyways, he's like, I need more vodka. Anyways, he said it in a Russian accent. But when you say, like, I need vodka, like, that's not enough, especially with loud music, to hear the accent. So I didn't realize it. So anyways, a little bit later in the night, you know, he went up, he got a drink. I think we got drinks. We sang karaoke together, me and my girlfriend. I was very nervous because I'm not, oh, what's up, Q Night? Quinn out here. Been killing it, bro. I've seen those streams, man. Getting those views, getting those subs. See, that's what I like to see, okay? And I want to come back to that. I really want to come back to that. I'm going to come back to Quinn because I've seen a lot of people in that kind of issue. Anyways, so... All right. This man, all right, didn't realize he was Russian at the time, but me and my girlfriend, we sang karaoke, and we sang Wonderwall, which was like, you know, she's like, what song are we going to sing? And I was like, okay, we got to sing a killer song. She goes, Wonderwall. And I'm like, listen, Wonderwall, that's the most classic song ever. Like, it's just not original enough. And then some people went up and like we submitted. It was like, listen, I can't think of anything else. Let's just go for Wonderwall. Because we needed songs that we both know. And the music that I listen to, she doesn't listen to. Like, I like old rock. I mean, I like rap and stuff too. But we had to do something that we both knew that the audience would know as well, which it just wasn't really going to fly because it was people from the ages of 21 pretty much through up to 70. Like, it was a very diverse resort we were on. And there was this karaoke, right? So anyways, we sang Wonderwall. It was just peachy, okay? My girlfriend's a decent singer, so like she's not trained or anything, but like it's not gonna make your ears bleed. Me, on the other hand, I'm sure someone at least had a little bit of blood flowing from the ocular cavities. Is that right? I don't think that's right. The temporal. Listen, I don't know. Your friggin' frontal lobe, your temporal lobe, your occipital lobe, and your parietal lobe. I don't know which one's brain. Anyways, bleeding from the friggin' ears here is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, we got, what did we get? What happened? What really even happened? We did that, and it was good. And after, we had been talking about some people previously before we went through the whole thing. And we ended up, like, talking to a whole bunch of people after the thing, as it was like, hey, you did great. And then, you know, another song went on, everything went good. And I forget what song it was, but it was a song that ensued dancing. Like, you just couldn't not dance to it. So we started dancing again. And this time, I bump into the Russian man, okay? Now, I told this story on my last stream, but I didn't really tell the whole thing of it. Anyways. So I bump into this man, and I'm like, I forget exactly what I said, but I'm like, yo, I'm sorry, something like that. And, you know, I was like, we're just dancing. And he's like, you know, like, oh yeah, good dancers or something like that. I don't know, something like that. At this point, I realize he's Russian. And then he leans into me, and he goes, you know, he's with his wife, and he like kind of leans away so that she won't hear, and he goes, my wife, she is like daughter. And that's all he says, okay? Now, I don't know what he implies, but I think he was kind of saying that his wife was a bitch. I don't know, but like, I feel like it was the most Russian thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, it was just like so subtle and just like sounded straight out of a Nikolai Belinsky, like Doris quote. My wife can be like daughter sometimes. She is bitch. But I don't know. I don't know where it came from. I didn't even really understand like what that had to do with us being good dancers or dancing or having energy. But anyways, that happened. And, you know, he was just like, my wife, she's like daughter. And you know, it's like, I feel like that I feel like he just dropped a bomb on me, man. I feel like he just, you know what I mean? If it was just like, I feel like what he said was the equivalent of like, yeah, my wife just, like he just really, I feel like he really just slammed his wife and his daughter. But the subtleness, okay, the tenderness of just, I feel like the way Russians say things, like, you know, like, yeah, let him know, you know, like, just like there was so much implied there that just not being Russian myself, I don't know what that meant. I don't know what that meant. My wife, she can be like daughter. Like what? I don't know. I really don't know exactly what that meant, but I feel like it meant a lot. So, you know, my man. Okay, I never even got this guy's name. But anyways, after that, I ended up running into him again that night, and at that point, I was like, "What's up, my man?" And he's like, "Hey," and you know, something like that. Anyways, I don't know what it was, but I pretty much saw this guy every single day for the rest of the trip. Because we were on like this big resort, so there's like a pool and there's like a bars and you eat on here and stuff. So like all of your stuff is taken care of for you on the resort. You can go to the beach, you can go into town, you can do all this stuff. But like, or you can just stay on the resort and just chill the whole week, which is basically what I did. Every single day, Nikolai in real life, yeah, I saw this dude. And I'd be like, my man, he'd be like, hey. And like, sometimes I just see him from really far away and I'd just be like, I give him like the nod and like, you know, like the guns, like the, hey, I'd be like, hey, what's up? I'd be like, hey, what's up? You know, not like I'm trying to shoot him, but just like you know, just like a finger, like, hey, what's up, man? Every time he copied me. And this guy wasn't like a young, he was like 50, probably, I would say 50, 60 years. I don't want to say 60, probably 50 years old. All right, man. And this Russian dude, every time, like, hey, and he'd be like, my friend. It was cool, okay? It was cool. And he was probably like, I don't know who this random kid is, like why he's so like excited to see me every day. But, you know, even if I didn't say hi, I'd just be like, hey. And the only reason was because I was like, listen, I obviously never told him this, but I was like, listen, I like this video game, and in this video game there was a Russian character, and you remind me of him, and for that reason, I'm gonna say hi to you every time I see you. But he was just like, eh. Except that he didn't say eh. I was the one that would say eh because I'm Canadian. Anyways, so my good friend, the Russian man, okay, the Russian, I don't know. I just kind of called him Nikolai in my head, and I told that to my girlfriend. I was like, this is just like, he just reminds me of a guy from Zombies, and she doesn't really understand zombies enough to know it. But you know what? It's good. Unacceptable language. I apologize. I was quoting someone. It's okay. The mods are on point. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Anyways, what I think is those kinds of vacations are I've got very mixed feelings about these kinds of vacations. So I've never really done this before. Like I think this is the most classic vacation to what people think. It's kind of like a vacation from life is how I would explain this. So what these kind of vacations are is Canadians do them a lot anyways because it's cold throughout the winter. You hate the cold. You want to get away from the bad weather. So you go down south, okay? And these companies, they set up like these big like packages basically. So flight included, they send you down to a resort. The resort has all you can eat food, all you can eat drinks. It's got entertainment, it's got a pool, it's got a bar in the pool. Okay, that's the most Canadian thing I can say, a bar in the pool for drinks there, bud. So it's got that. It's got everything, man. It's really got everything. And it just like all inclusive, right? That's the classic all inclusive thing. So the this you know, like we fly down, they bus us to the resort. All our food's taken care of. We got maid service. It's like a hotel, but you get food, you get all this stuff. And every day, you do whatever you want. Like you just chill, you know, you just sit by the pool, have some drinks. And I did this once before when I was really young. Like, I think I was 10 or 11 years old. So it wasn't like the real experience of doing this. But I mean, most of my friends, most people that I know, like, this is what a vacation is to them is, oh yeah, I went on a vacation. I went down south. I ate drinks. Apparently I just said that. I don't know. But I ate drinks. I drank food. And I just like literally just chummed. Okay. Just chummed for, a week. And that's, to me, what I think people think about as a vacation. And for me, I feel like I'm just weird, and I don't do that. But also because I'm just younger, I'm only 21. But all the adults I know, all the like parents, my parents themselves, my girlfriend's parents, all kinds of parents, it's like you go to a resort, you stay on the resort, you just drink and eat and lounge and tan. And that's like all you can eat drinks. Yeah, apparently I said all you can eat drinks. Anyways, that's like what I think in Canada anyways is considered a vacation. Now for me, I did this when I was 10. Everyone around me does it, but I don't really like do that. Okay? My previous I would say trips. I wouldn't even say vacation because when I think of a vacation, I think of going you go down south and you just don't do anything. And like it was fun. Don't get me wrong. I mean, every day, I got some more stories from this whole trip. But I don't know. It's very different because how I think of a vacation is like when I was in grade 11, I went to Italy. I got like my EF tours. I don't know if you guys know that, but it's this group, this company that they set you up and they set your school up with a trip. So they take you to different hotels and stuff. They set everything up so that it's as cheap as possible, basically, because what 17-year-old can afford a trip to Italy? Okay, obviously my parents paid for it, but even so, I mean, it was pretty cool of my parents to do this. So me and all my friends went. You go to Italy, and that's kind of the first vacation I would say I had. I mean, besides, I should say big vacations. I have family in the States, in the Boston and New Hampshire area, the Massachusetts, and so I would always go down there. We'd go on vacation, right, with the family. We'd do stuff. We'd go and all this stuff. Then the big trip was Italy, right? So that was my, you travel and you experience this culture and you do all this stuff. And really the only time that I went on one of these kind of safe, like kind of huddled vacation is when I went when I was 11, and you just can't really remember that. Another trip I did, I went to Florida, went to Disney World. I mean, that's like the classic young kid thing. I think I was 8 years old then. But for me anyways, I kind of got it in my head that a vacation is you go to another country and you explore that country and you do crazy stuff. And then I went to Austria and Germany and Italy with my dad last year for the 1 million subscriber video. California, I went for a week for VidCon and stuff with the man Misha, which you guys probably don't know, but anyways, just a friend went to VidCon I think 2 years ago. Just that kind of stuff. You go somewhere and you experience stuff. That was basically the idea for me, anyways. But I think, anyways, for most people I feel like the idea of a vacation is you kind of like it's an escape from life, which. Again, this is sort of more the cynical side of me talking about this because I really enjoyed it. But it's so much more different than what I've always imagined a vacation should be. Because I think of a vacation is to travel, right? I think of going on vacation to travel. I'm leaving all my stuff up to travel. I think most people look at a vacation as like I said, kind of an escape from your day-to-day life. And in some ways, it's awesome because I think everyone needs to take a break and just chill and just do nothing and just relax on a beach and have some drinks and all that stuff. But that being said, I don't think that's the only way you should do a vacation. I think that's a good experience. After 7 days, I was certainly ready to go home. I was tired, sick, burnt, a little hungover. But the guy in the orange jacket, yes, that was my dad. It was when I filmed my video at Hohenwerfen Castle, which is what Dreisendracht, the map, is based off of. My dad was always in the background wearing an orange jacket. But for me, I just think it's cool to go somewhere and explore the area. But the thing with this is you go down south and you go to this little resort and you get off the plane and they bus you to the place and then they bus you back and it's just safe. You're in this little gated community and it's just really safe. And it's kind of like the idea of like a ship is safe in the harbor. Okay, I'm gonna get deep here. A ship is safe in the harbor, but that's not where a ship is meant to be, right? You know, you're in this little safe area and it's gated off, and you're free from like anything that could go wrong. Really, it's the most safe thing ever. And I think parents and older people would be like, well, yeah, that's where you should go. But I think really you don't get. I think at the end of the day, you don't get anything from going down there. You get a relaxing time, which is what people want, but you don't really get anything from it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking about it and I had a great time. I don't want to sound like I didn't have a good time. It was awesome. I had a great week of doing nothing, hanging out with my girlfriend, which I've never hung out with my girlfriend for that long. But to me, it was just so foreign that I wasn't used to it. I was thinking, man, like, this is what people do. You just go down south, and this literally becomes what people's idea of vacationing is. Oh, and I've been to Dominican Republic, and like I'm so cultured because of experience. It's like, no, like that's, again, I'm not trying to hate on this because I think it's a great thing and I loved it, but it's just different, man. It's just a different kind of vibe is all I gotta say. I don't know, man. I like it. But it was good. Other than that, man, like, I don't even know. Like, what else do we have to say? I mean, we're only 26 minutes in. I'm not saying I'm about to end this shit. But, never been under the S. And that's the thing, man. Like, with YouTube, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so lucky that YouTube popped off for me. And I still think about that so much. I think, like, man, I remember for so long how I always envied successful YouTubers. I always wanted to be successful. I was like, man, how can I be successful? And I was never successful. Then I finally got successful, like 6 years unsuccessful, finally got successful and kept working at it. And now at the point where I am now, where I've had so many opportunities. I've been flown to San Jose in California. I've been flown to LA in California. I've been flown to, where else have I been flown to? I've been flown to London, okay, in the UK. I've been flown to Wisconsin. I would never have gone to Wisconsin. Newark, like New Jersey for Z House stuff. Oceanside. I never would have lived in Oceanside. Spoiler, that's where the Z House was. In California, had it not been for YouTube. And I just think all these different experiences I had. Austria, Germany, and Italy that I went last year, all that stuff never would have happened if it wasn't for YouTube. And it's really weird because I think about me and I think like, man, all my life, I think, and I think this is important to live like, is like, this was always my dream and my goal, but I never lived like it was going to be. Does that make sense? And I mean, I was so young, right? I was so young, but I was weird. I was a weird kid growing up because by the time I was probably 15 or 16, like, I was already starting to get into investing money and figuring out how to save money and do it the best. All this different stuff. Whoa. Like, I just don't know any 16-year-olds that were doing that. I knew all my friends were, oh, I don't have any money because I spent it. And I was just like, why would you spend your money? Save that shit. Save that shit. All my life, I live like that. And I always live like, oh, man, I'm going to have to get a 9-to-5. And maybe someday I will still have to get a 9-to-5. But I never wanted a 9-to-5. But I realize there's reality. 99% of the population just has a job and they don't really like it and they do it and stuff. And I realized that. But I think the thing was, man, for me, I was so lucky is like, I just started making YouTube videos at a young age. Like, I started when I was 11 years old. And like, Phantom Ice said, how many videos did you make on your main channel before it took off? Like, at least 500, but I'd been on YouTube 6 years before that, so it wasn't like when I started this channel, the Smith Plays, it wasn't like I didn't know what I was doing. I had a decent idea. It took a lot of learning, but I got better. Okay, I got better. But I would say maybe 800 videos because all of Black Ops 2, Okay, that's basically, let's say that's 365 videos. That was a year, and then another full year. So I would say probably 700, probably approaching 800, plus previously having 5 years experience on YouTube. And I started young, man. I started when I was 11. I loved YouTube. So for me, it took a long time to get successful on YouTube, and 9% of the population doesn't have a job. It took a very long time for me to become successful. And I think that was good because I appreciate YouTube so much. And I think about like, I think people look at me now as just like, oh, he's a YouTuber with 1 million subscribers. And it's really easy to look at people that have achieved some success as, oh, this is, oh, that famous rapper, oh, that celebrity. But there's a lot more to it where, okay, what about when they weren't successful? That whole like start from the bottom kind of stuff. And I think it's true to some extent. Like there is a lot to failing. And the thing I've noticed with YouTube for the longest time is, I think with YouTube, the people that have instant success always fail. Okay, if you're out there and like you've been struggling on YouTube. And man, I completely forgot to get back to Quinn. I don't even know, Quinn, if you're still in here, but I'm holding on to that thought. I got to write it down. I think like struggling on YouTube is probably one of the number one ways that could make you actually be a good YouTuber. Because I've seen people after people blow up. And I'm gonna bring up Leafy, because he was someone that I saw. I didn't know Leafy personally. Lex knew Leafy personally. I think it was Lex. Someone in Zombies that I'm close with, like, knew Leafy a long ass time ago. Just like some random dude, you know what I mean? Or maybe Lex definitely knew Pyrocynical. Anyways, someone that I know knew Leafy when he had like 100K subs, but that's not the point. The point is, I see like Leafy's just a good example of this. Where I don't even think Leafy had instant success. But when Leafy hit that point, that critical mass where he blew up, I think that was like the point where like it was doomed for failure. Because he was going along and he was going at a good pace, getting good views and all this stuff, and then he just spiked up. And you hit something so good like that, how do you maintain that, right? And I think the thing is for him, and again, I'm no hate to that dude. I don't know Leafy, and I'm glad for him that he had that success. But I mean, I'm just looking at the facts. Like his channel certainly fell off. I think, anyways. I haven't heard much about him lately, right? Again, he had his time in the spotlight. But when you okay, so like he's still doing 14 million views, like he's still killing it. But he went like, from 5 to 10 million views to 14 to 40 to 50 to 70 to 90 to 110 to 110 to 120, and then 90, 70, 35. Like, you know what I mean? Whereas my channel has kind of been like very slow and gradual rise with the occasional peak. But my highest was like 20 million, and my lowest recently is like 7. So, that's reasonable. But he was like 120, and now he's like a tenth of the views. You know what I mean? So it's just a good example. Again, not hating on anyone, but I just think like when you achieve that rapid success, it's really easy to fall off from where you are. Because I don't want to say like, and that in this example, anyways, Leafy didn't deserve it because he found a spot and he killed it and he did great. But you just get that success, and the number one thing is you fail to change. You fail to adapt. And I heard a really great quote. I forget, it's from like some very, very iconic person or book. And Darwin, the dude that discovered like evolution and the origins of species. And he said, like, this is his quote, okay? And I read a book. It was just a fictional book, but it happened to be included in this. He says, the species that is most likely to survive is not the most intelligent and not the strongest, but the most open to adapting. And I know he's talking about like animals and stuff, but that is so true on YouTube because, you know, how do you go from like, you know, just a few views and you know, you could say 10 million to 100 million, or you could also say even like, you know, a smaller burst, right? Like you're only getting 10,000 views on YouTube a month and now you're getting a million, you know? Once you get that like rapid success, it's really easy to just fall into, oh, this is doing well. I'm just gonna keep doing this over and over and over and over again. And then all of a sudden, guess what? You're at a point where like the things that you were doing to get where you were aren't working anymore. Now, by the way, what's up, Rich? I see you in the chat. I don't know if you're still here, but I saw your thing. Bringing that all back, like, you got to be adaptable, right? You got to be able to adapt to your things. I mean, example of me, like top 5 started. I saw that. I was like, okay, got to hop on top 5s. Did top 5s for a while. And then I guess with top 5s, I kind of like fell out of the top 5s and I'm like, okay. And then it was just, I mean, I think once Black Ops 3 got announced, that was kind of when I ended top 5s because I knew they were over. And the next 4 months was just stagnation. I was just going down, views going down, subs going down from July up until the point where Black Ops 3 came out. And I'm not trying to take shots at anyone, but I think I shouldn't say take shots. I think I shouldn't be trying to say I was first, but as far as live streaming goes in the zombies community, I was definitely one of the first. Noah J was by far the first because he was doing it way back. But I was like, okay, I see an opportunity here. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's having that ability to go from zombies just videos, random zombies videos, to top 5s, to, okay, top 5s has fallen off. Oh, what's happening? Live streaming. And then you pick up on live streaming. And with that in Black Ops 3, it picks up. And then, you know, something goes on. And I think, as far as in zombies anyways, I was like really one of the first to do that. I'm not saying that makes me awesome. I'm not saying that makes me good. But it helped my channel and it helped me adapt and keep moving on. And now it's like, I think everyone's doing top 5 or nothing but live streams. I feel like that is the current trend of the YouTuber, is to do nothing but live streams. And I am on purpose trying not to do that. Now, this is like my current YouTube strategy, so I'm going to let you guys in on this, okay? My thing I've always tried to do is do what, if you do what everyone else is doing, you're going to get what everyone else has, right? And live streaming is doing really good. So I'm not going to not live stream because it's great for my channel and I love it. But that being said, the problem with it is it's what everyone's doing and it's not unique and it's now unoriginal. Like if you live stream, you're unoriginal. I'm not hating on anyone. I'm unoriginal too because I live stream, but it's unoriginal. Okay. It's fun. It's awesome, but it's a little unoriginal at this point. Okay. A year ago, if you were live streaming, even then it wasn't that big a thing, but the start of Black Ops 3, no one was live streaming, okay? That's all I gotta say, okay? Your boy Smitty was on the ground level with that one. Again, I'm not bragging. I'm just like, I don't want to just sound like, oh, I'm so good because everyone's copying me. Like, no, people just go with the trends there, and I just, I had a contact at YouTube was like, hey, you should get in a live stream, and it's like I went for it. I was like, whoa, this works. Anyways, I don't know where I'm going with all this. Okay, what I'm going with is like, where was I going with this? Okay, live streaming and adapting. Oh, right. So the current trend now is to do nothing but live stream. And while I think that's good, I like live streaming, I'm like, okay, I got to be different. How can I be different from every other single YouTuber out there that's doing no revives challenges and new mods and all this stuff? And I'm like, you know what? I need to make videos because that's what's going to separate me from the rest of the people. Now, that being said, it's hard because I'm going to be honest, live streaming, it's where a lot of the views are. Live streaming is where a lot of the subscribers are, and it's where a lot of the money is. So those 3 things, on top of the fact that it is like my favorite thing to do, how do you not live stream? You know what I mean? And that's how everyone feels. They love it, their subscribers love it, and it's good for their channel. Why? What's wrong with that? Well, again, it's just me, and I just think in the long run, it's the right thing to do is be different. So what I'm like, okay, I see these people. I see these people just doing their live stream. I see how it's working, but I'm gonna be different. So where I'm at is like, okay, I gotta do not live streams, and I gotta upload really good videos here and there. And really good for me is like not that great, but I think I've been doing a good effort. Like recently, honestly, like I like talking openly with my channel. Like I've been doing some videos, and they've been doing great. Like I did a top 5 world record zombie speedruns. I was surprised. I thought that would have done better just because world records were so in at the time. But the previous video I did, 300,000 views, okay? Damn, that's a lot of views on a video versus 150,000 on a live stream. That's great. The video before that was, wow, I didn't do one for a while. And this is what I'm slacking on is I need to upload more videos. Look, I'm trying to do 2 to 3 a week. Okay, the previous real video I did was a Pokemon video, and it got 200,000 views. 10 Pokemon that secretly have evil twins. I was like, I want to make a Pokemon video. Then the one before that, 300,000. 330,000 DLC 5 video. Again, what I'm getting at is my goal right now on YouTube, and I'm not achieving it yet, but I'll get there, is I want to be doing probably 4 to 5 live streams a week, keep everyone happy, keep myself happy, keep you guys happy, and then bam, smack you with a really good video that makes you want to click. And the reason with that is, number one, how much does it suck when you go to your sub box and it's oh, okay, yeah, there's nothing from the zombies community today except for 18,000 hours of people playing zombies of world records. I see that and I think, man, all these people are doing, if I was to subscribe, actually, I am subscribed to everyone in the zombies community because I follow this stuff. Okay. I'm going to go through, and I just like to talk about this stuff openly. I'm going to go through my subscriptions, okay? Not hating on anyone. I'm just the same and just the same as bad as them, okay? We have the Smith Plays live stream, okay? So live stream anything over an hour that you probably wouldn't watch post stream. The Smith Plays live stream. Relaxing End, live stream. Two Pro Few Games, live stream. Mr. Dalek JD, live stream. No J, live stream. Laggin coming through with an actual video. Okay, Laggin. Mr. Raffle Waffles coming through with an actual video. Then we got live stream. Matt with a video. We got live stream. Then we got live stream. We got Matt. Okay, Matt coming through. We got then we had some zombie stuff. So I can see why we got videos because there was some news. Then we got live stream, video, live stream. Okay, and then again, when the World War II thing. I'm not going to count that because, okay, let's go back a day because that's not fair because we got the trailer, okay? That was a news thing. But hear me out, okay? Again, I'm not trying to call anyone because all those guys I mentioned, they're all live streamers, okay? Not hating. But I'm just saying, if this is your sub box, live stream, video, live stream, video, live stream, long video, but not live stream. Live stream, video, live stream, Alexify, Miss G Alexify video. Live stream, video, live stream, video, live stream. You know what I'm getting at? I think a lot of videos are what I'm getting at is it's a lot of live streams, you know what I mean? And if you're only subscribed to a few people, you're going to get a lot of live streams, right? Again, I don't want to be calling anyone out. I'm just saying there's a lot of live streams in the zombies community. So what I'm saying is hey, throw in some great videos. And I feel like that's what's going to make you stand out right now because everyone is on that live stream game, right? So for me, that's my plan, okay? And it's really hard right now. Because I want to live stream, but it's okay, Pat, I gotta chill. I gotta make videos. I got a video actually waiting, but I'm gonna be away for a couple days. So I was gonna upload it today. I was no, I'll live stream today, and I'll hold it off to when I go. So it's hard to say, but what I do know is all I think is gotta get on the video grind. Ultimately, all I'm talking about is just be different, okay? YouTube, I don't know, man, all that stuff. There's a lot of live streams out there. It's about half and half, but especially it's half and half, But what about like, you know, when a lot of those videos are just like news, right? So it's a lot of the same stuff anyways. It's like, okay, you know, new World War II trailer, right? So like even if it's new, it's kind of recycled content in a way, I guess. So I don't know where I'm getting at. I'm just observing the zombies community, and I think if I can, like Liam. Yeah, dude, Liam's one of the few people that do nothing but videos, and I respect it, man. I respect it. I'm not hating on anyone that does the live streams. Like, I think it that's your call. But for me, I just see, like, I just want to see, like, okay, where is the zombies community locking it right now? And right now, I feel like when I used to be more of a viewer, I would go to my sub box and be like, yes. And that feeling of not seeing anything you want to see, not being excited about anything, it sucks, man. And, like, I go to my sub box now, and a lot of it's like, I want to watch stuff. And, like, I love Lex, okay? I love Lex's videos. I love to watch them. So, like, I'll always watch a Lex video. But other than that, man, like, it's so many live streams. And that's my problem is there's just nothing I want to watch because it's nothing but live streams, right? So, I don't know. It's like a Casey Neistat video, a Philip DeFranco video here. But for the most part, I'm like, I don't really want to watch anything. The only one I watch really in the zombies community is Lex. Occasionally I'll watch a Raffle Waffles video. But, you know, it sounds like I'm hating on the live stream. But it's just a situation of the zombies community right now where there's just you know, it's just zombies, man. It is what it is, okay? It is what it is, okay? And I don't want to hate on it. But that all being said, I'm seeing a lot of new people coming up in the zombies community, and it's really cool to see. Like Quinn, Q9Z, he was in here, and you know, like that's really cool to just see all these new faces in the zombies community. Avery is a dude I've been streaming with. Avery is a homie, man. I love Avery. He's a good guy. I hardly even know the dude. He's a great guy. I've been streaming a lot with him. And oh, what's up, Pack-a-Puncher? There we go. Another dude. You know what I mean? Like, actually, I would say like at that range. I think Pack-a-Puncher, you're like around the 100,000. That sort of range. Like, right now, there's a lot of people between like 50K and like 150K. That threshold of not massive, but like you've got a following. You've got a good following. You're getting the subs rolling in. You know, you hit a live stream at the right time. You can be like pretty high in trending, just letting it go through. You know what I mean? So like that's super cool to see. A lot of people are really Pack roast. Pack, you were the one, Pack-a-Puncher. Yeah, okay. I remember the lonely mailbox roast. I remember reacting to that at the Z House, but I didn't make the connection until now. Anyways, is that the fake Pack-a-Puncher? Why would it be a fake Pack-a-Puncher? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, oh, wow, it's a fake Pack. Okay. Usually people like pretend to be PewDiePie, but anyways, whatever. What I'm getting at, what was I getting at? Oh yeah, right now, okay, if you look at the zombies community, man, this is just like me dissecting zombies right now. You've got like the top people, okay, and I'm saying like 800,000 subscribers and up. Let's say 750,000 subscribers and up, okay? No, let's just say 1 million and up, just to be safe, okay? Let's just say a million and up, all right? You've got me, you've got Noah, you've got Relaxing End, you've got me, you've got Lex, you've got Dalek, and is it 5? I think it's just 5, right? Lex, Dalek, Noah, Patrick, Relaxing End. That's it. There's only 5 right now, over 1 million. So, kind of like that top, and I would probably throw Mr. Raffle Waffles in there. He's like 950,000 or 900,000. Milo's pretty dang close. So I'd throw Milo into that, although Milo's been really busy, so he hasn't been, and Lex has been really busy for that matter too. So really, I feel like, I hate to say like I'm in that top group, but like, I think I kind of am. So there's like, I feel like there's that top group that really steals kind of the attention. Like I think about if I was a smaller zombies YouTuber, like I definitely wouldn't stream, like what I'm talking about is that top group right now that kind of steals the oxygen from the room when they're streaming. You know what I mean? Like, if Noah's streaming, man, I don't even want to be streaming when Noah's streaming, and I've got 1.5 million subscribers. Like, you know what I mean? If Noah's streaming, I'm not streaming. And I've talked about this with Noah. He's like, man, yeah, if I see you're streaming, I'll wait for you to end that shit, because I don't, you know what I mean? Because it's just like, you don't want to have to make your, like, people battle over who you're going to watch. So there's like that kind of top group that I feel like kind of sucks the oxygen from the room a little bit. That like, you know, when they're streaming, they're gonna command a lot. They upload a video, their tutorial is gonna get over you in the thing. And like I said, there's not really that many right now. It's just like I really, because like Lex has kind of been busy with school. No offense, I don't even bother streaming when you guys are. Exactly, man. So I feel like Lex and Milo are in that group, but they've just been so busy with school that they haven't really been going on. But like relaxing end, Noah, Dalek, and I guess I'll throw myself in there. Kind of like that, you know, upper portion. Then you've got like the very big people that are not quite like at that point. So I would say like your glitching queens, your codename pizzas, 2Pro games, man. Adam has been killing it, and I'm so glad to see for him. Pizza, absolutely killing it. MC Sports Talk, even though I don't even know what Matt's kind of trying to go with a different direction, and I see that, and I totally respect that. Who else we got? Let me think of other people in that sort of tier. We got Pizza, Adam, Glitching Queen. I guess you could throw like Lex and Milo in there, even though when they're on their normal upload grind, they're up top. I feel like just because they've been so busy with school, like they haven't been as big key players. 2Pro. Is that really it? Like that upper, but not a million. Like Matt, really, it's like Pizza, MC Sports Talk, 2Pro games, and Glitching Queen. I feel like, oh, Lonely Mailbox, Jack, but again, he's not uploading, so like, you know what I mean? That's kind of like that group I'm talking about. That upper, but not quite there. And then you've got like this new group that is emerging. So these are like the people that really, I mean, there are like, you know, the 100,000 kind of group that have kind of been around for a while. But now you've got this new group that is kind of emerging, right? And it's like this 50,000 to 150,000 group. And it's like the JC Backfires, the Averys, okay? He's a man, like Avery, I honestly, I think Avery's going to take off. Don't tell him I said that. I don't want him to be even more cocky than he already is with his jawline. But, joking. But, yeah, we got like JC, we got Q Knight Z, we got, okay, so let me go through this. We got like Packet Puncher, we got JC, we got Q Knight Z, we got Avery, we got there's someone I'm thinking here. There's Azora, even though he hasn't been uploading. You know what I mean? Like there's that whole kind of crew right now, and there's more of them that I'm not thinking about. But those guys, Liam for the winter, okay, those guys are starting to like poke up. And, you know, I'm seeing their social blades, man, and it's like, damn. You know, I saw Quinn, and the thing I wanted to say was Quinn was freaking killing it like 2 weekends ago. Not last weekend, but the weekend before. Dude, Quinn, like, was doing like 4,000 new subscribers. Just like that, which is, for my channel size, is amazing. And he's like 100,000 subscribers, killing it. It's Red Fusion, that's another one I see. Laggin, Rad Austin, exactly. Park of the Slayer, yeah, exactly. Like that. Not like small guys. I would say like anything below 50K. At this point, Zombies is so big, like that would be considered small. But it's got like small, medium, big, and then like kind of the top players. And, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, that whole group of people, like that's kind of where the Zombies community is right now. You're either like a top player, you're big, and you can hold your own. You know what I mean? Like I would say it's kind of like this. Like there's like the top players that, you know, when they're streaming, no one below them wants to stream, but they're still gonna duke it out. I mean, Noah is always gonna be at the top. You know, he's the biggest, and like no one wants to stream when Noah's streaming. That being said, like Noah's like, yeah, if you and Dalek is streaming, I don't, you know what I mean? Like all this kind of stuff. But then it's like the next tier where they're big, and if someone above them is streaming, they can hold their own, but it's better for them. The tier below that is kind of like you got to find your own times, you got to upload your own game, and then below that you're kind of like you're just kind of scrap. You got the scraps, you know what I mean? And we've all been there, okay? You know, every single person that's bigger than that kind of size, they've all been there, and they've all fought for the scraps and all that stuff. Nick Saru, another good, yeah, exactly. So, anyways, I mean, there's a lot of people in the zombies community. I'm missing people. Nick started the rainbow perk. That's impressive. I suck at origins, man. Like, I'm good at that map, but it's compared to how good I need to be, I'm like 40% of how good I am. I suck at that map, man. It sucks. Anyways, I just think like the zombies community is in a very interesting situation, and at this low point, I've always said this. Okay, good YouTubers will find a way to grow. Okay, good zombies YouTubers will find a way to grow when the community is growing. So when there's a new Treyarch game, if you're a good YouTuber, you'll find a way to grow. Okay, that shows the signs of a good YouTuber. When we got new content, you can make interesting videos about relevant stuff that there's a lot of people searching for. It's not easy, but if you're a pretty good YouTuber, you got some sense of what you're doing, you'll grow. A great YouTuber can find ways to grow in periods of downtime. And it's been very hard like the last while. But up until very recently, it had been very dead. But then we got the Xbox One backwards compatibility. I see guys, and the two that really pop out to me is Avery and Q Knight, because they have been killing the streams, man. And it's really cool to see those small guys growing. Like I appreciate seeing like the small YouTubers growing more than I appreciate myself at this point, because it's like, I know, dude, that 100K, man. I swear to God, 100K is almost better than hitting 1 million. It's gonna sound crazy, but the thing with 100K, man, is it's so pure. Okay, it is so like, once you get to a bigger point on YouTube, there is a little bit of the genuineness that gets sucked out of it, because it becomes your job and you got to do it. And even if, like, you know, I've always tried to do what I love, there's still people that are going to look at you like, oh, you're just the big dog in the community now, and all you care about is money, and you just want the views, and you're going to flush out all the little guys for views. That's really not true, because like I said, everyone that's big in the zombies community right now was at that point sometime. You know what I mean? But when you're at 100,000, okay, and I just throwing this in here, Syndicate's not a zombies YouTuber anymore. Like, he was the OG. He started it all. What a legend, okay? The pioneer. But he's not a zombies YouTuber anymore. He's a vlogger now. You know, he's completely changed gears, and all the best to him. But where was I going with this? Right. When you hit 100,000 subscribers, man, it's like from the point of pure genuineness, where you're just starting this because you love it, all the way through to like you have a huge milestone accomplished, and people still love you, and you're still like that baby that is like, you know, anyone that's got 100,000 subscribers, like you look at them and no one's gonna be like, oh, you're just a sellout and stuff. 1 million feels way better to hit. Like when I hit 1 million subscribers, I was like, this is it. Life complete. We're good. Maybe I should just quit here. Just quit on a high note. I literally considered that. I was like, I don't think it could get better than this. Maybe I should just end it. But obviously, I was like, okay, no. Listen, we're not our thoughts, okay? But those things go through my head. Anyways, 1 million subscribers, man, is like, to go from being like that 11-year-old kid to hitting 1 million subscribers is really, I can't even explain it in words. It is like, I sometimes like think like, is life even real? Because I just think like that's like too good of a story. You know what I mean? And it's like, really, like of all the people, I'm the guy that gets that story. I really think that, and I think it's good to have. Like I just don't even. I sometimes I just think about it, I'm like, man, there's no way. Like, am I like just some crazy person and I'm really in an asylum and I'm like, just think I have like 1 million subscribers and really I have like 7 and they all just are like pity subscriptions. And the thought seriously goes through my head sometimes. I'm like, this is like too picture perfect. Started when I was a little kid just making videos for fun. They're still up. You can go check them out, like Dude Man 105. And now I'm out here like, friggin', you know what I mean? It's like, it just sounds sometimes too good to be true. And that's what it feels like to hit 1 million subscribers. That's the best way I can explain it. But there's something about that 100K. It's the most genuine milestone, okay? 10,000 subscribers is cool, but it's, you know, whatever, okay? I do that in a day sometimes. No, I've never done that in a day, but but I would say like once they get up there, man. Once you get up there, man, 100K is sweet. 100K is 100K is the purest. It's like a million subscribers is like the greatest chocolate bar ever, but 100,000 is like a very pure, like organic, not even, it's so like pure, it's not even bad for you. It's like dark chocolate. It makes your heart good, man. It's so pure and perfect. And a million subscribers is like a giant ice cream sundae of just calories and insanity. 10 million subscribers is literally a dump truck load of sugar, if we're making comparisons. You know what I mean? And goddamn, that sundae tastes good. And goddamn, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if I want a dump truck load of sugar. Like, damn, I got a lot of sugar. But do I even need that much sugar? You know what I'm getting at? But, dude, that little chocolate bar you get at 100K, that's just like it's just perfect, man. It's perfect. I think that was actually a pretty good analogy, except for the dump truck. Okay, if hitting 100,000 subscribers is like the best, most organic, like dark chocolate, if you like dark chocolate anyways, then you'd appreciate it, you know? Just like awesome. Or if you don't like dark chocolate, like milk chocolate, just like good, awesome chocolate bar. And a million subscribers is like a freaking fat ice cream sundae with fudge and whipped cream and cherries and peanuts on top and just more brownies. You gotta have brownies. Oh, I could go for brownies. That's cool, okay? 10 million subscribers would be like, it would literally just be like a candy store. You know what I mean? Like it's like a store full of candy. It's just like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. It's just too much. 10 million subscribers is too much. It's too much, okay? So it's like 50 million subs. Yeah, PewDiePie is like the world's supply, okay? It's so much that you can't even fathom it, okay? I don't know. What is this man going on about? I don't even know, man. But that's my general, I know what I say. Hitting 100,000 subscribers, man. There's accomplishments that are better, but at the end of the day, nothing is gonna satisfy you as much as that 100K. I shouldn't say that because I think I was more satisfied at a million, but there's just something very, very special about 100K. Getting your 100K plaque, even, man, it's a cool feeling. It's a very cool feeling. Other than that, man, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I'm crazy. I had this conversation with my girlfriend. I was like, Rachel, the girlfriend plays name released. People already know it. Don't worry. You're not the first for me to leak it to. Anyways, I was like, listen, Rachel. Okay, I'll say it again just so you're like, oh, I gotta go hear what it is. There you go. I said it again. Think about all the people you've met in your life. Do you know anyone as weird as me? And she was like, no, I really don't. And I was like, man, I really am. Like, I'm like, I think I'm the weirdest person I know. And like, maybe it's just because I know myself so well. But I was thinking, like, I don't know anyone that really behaves and acts and thinks about the way I conduct my life. Like me. And it's like, oh, I'm so unique. And I'm such a pretty snowflake. I'm not really saying that in a good way. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But I'm just so friggin' weird, man. I think this podcast is a good show of how weird I am. Like, I don't know. This is almost like my therapy session. I just get down and just chat, man. I just chat with you guys. I say, what's up, man? How are we doing? It's like my therapy. Really gotta just talk it out. I don't know. I just think about me being weird, right? You should meet Lex. Yeah, see, Lex is another person. But even like I think I've got Lex like, I would say I've got Lex 60% understood, and 40% I've got a theory about that I I don't know. I think I got 60. I think I understand Lex for the most part, but then there's a lot of Lex that I don't understand, and I have theories about it, but I don't think they're right. But all that being said, Lex is a pretty weird dude. That being said, I think I'm really weird too. And the reason I think I'm really weird is because like I just look at everything so differently. Like I look at things like I think most people once you get a little older, you look at the world like everything is how it is and it is that. You know what I mean? It just you get older and you start to see things happen over and over. You recognize these patterns and you're like, "Okay, this is how the world works." For me though, I'm like the opposite. I see things and it's not just like I say like, "Oh, no, maybe it's not that." I just think like I think at the core of what I know, I think my core belief is that nothing you really believe is what it is. Like nothing. Even the things that you know aren't really the way it is. Like even if you understand someone, you don't fully understand anyone. Nothing is 100%. Like that's kind of I just feel like that's the way I look at the world. And like that's not really that unique. Like a lot of people I think look at that. But I just feel like a lot of people get in their ways and it's just like this is how it is. And it's very easy for younger people to have more open minds and older people to be less open-minded. But I think like there's just I don't know. There's just something I learned along the way that I've learned enough times from different experiences, very different experiences in my life, that I said, you know what? The world is not how people make it out to be at all. Because, like, I think the biggest thing is just like YouTube. People say, like, oh, yeah, and you never, like, no, like, get a job and stuff. And it's like, well, okay, the norm of what people tell you, the way the world is, I mean, I know I'm such an exception, but, like, this is proof that, like, people say this is what you got to do, and it's not, okay? It's not at all. Do what you want to do with your life. Money is important. Shit, man. Friggin' money is the most, like, people say, like, do what you want to do with your life. It's like, okay. But at the same time, like, I think I hear this said so much, and I think the more I hear it, it really is true, is you're just either going to be a person that, like, if you want to be kind of entrepreneurial and go for your dreams and go for it, you're just going to be that person. You can try your hardest, and if you're the kind of person, I'm not saying if you're not that kind of person, you'll never do it, because you only know that you're that kind of person once you achieve it, which is kind of weird. But I think the people in the world that are going to do the stuff they want to do, they're just going to be driven to do it. Like for me, people just make excuses. They say, like, you know, even if you have a job, even if you have a kid, it's easy to just find a way for why you can't do stuff. Like when I started YouTube, I worked a part-time job. I mean, not a lot, like let's say 5 hours a week, but you know, enough to get a little bit of cash when you're in school that you need. I went to school and like heavy semester, like advanced courses, played on the football team, which is basically 6 to 7 days a week, every day. And then would come, you know, so I mean, like every single day it was like, I don't even know how I friggin' managed to do YouTube in there, but basically it was just go to school, go to football, once or twice a week go to work, study, and somewhere in there find like a way to do YouTube. And again, I like when I speak of my own experience, I'm not to be like, oh, look at me, I'm good, and not to be like, oh, this is like why I'm awesome. You know what I mean? I'm like, look at me, I'm bragging. But this is a life-altering podcast. They always start so like innocent, and I'm just talking about some random Russian dude on a resort, and then it just goes deep. It goes deep, balls inside. Okay. Anyways, working hard and doing YouTube is horrible. Yeah, and I think it was just I was the kind of person that was driven. Like YouTube was the thing I wanted to do the most. I didn't even care about football. I played football because all my friends played football, and I liked it when I was younger. But by the end of it, man, I didn't even like it. I didn't like hitting my head and running into big 200-pound people that make me see stars, and like having shin splints so bad that I needed to take an extra strength Tylenol and two Aleve every single day. I didn't like that. But I don't know why I did it, and I think it was overall good for me. But anyways, that's another story. I don't know. I don't know if I would recommend playing like American football. Anyways, I think the thing is, and again, this is just me speaking from my own experience, is like if there's something that you want to go for, you're either going to be the person that's going to go for it or just not go for it because there's reasons you can't get it. And you can, listen, you can say your whole life, and this is where I'm getting real deep on this shit. You can say, well, this is why I didn't achieve it. But guess what? You didn't achieve it, okay? I don't care. Yeah, you're right. This is why you couldn't, okay? There's a whole bunch of reasons why you couldn't. But guess what? It doesn't matter because you're still at the point, whether the excuse is there or not, and it's always going to be there, is your result. Like you can say, like there are excuses and there are dreams. But at the end of the day, the only thing that's real is the result. You know what I mean? And it's like you can say this is why I can't do that. Oh, that's great for you to say. I got to work a job and I got to do this and that and the other thing. But I don't know. I think at the end of the day is like if you want to pursue something and become good at it, become great at it. And this somehow is a Joe Rogan thing that I've heard before. If you have time to do anything in your life, this is definitely a Joe Rogan quote, but like you can better yourself. Like no one works so much that they don't have an hour in their week to do something. Nobody, okay? I know, like, university students, I mean, I was a university student, oh, we're so stressed and this and that and the other thing. Yeah, but you watch Netflix for 5 hours a day. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, if you want to pursue something and become great at it, you will find time if you actually want it. And I've said this before, man, now that I think about it. But if you truly want something, you will make it happen, or you will at least pursue it. But if you want something and you're not pursuing it, or you're not trying, or you're watching Netflix, you're doing the things that you shouldn't be doing, you don't want it. You want the results, but you don't want the process. You know what I mean? You would rather have the comfort. The comfort in pursuing it is more valued to you than the thing you're actually going for. I'm getting so friggin' like seminar preachio here. But listen, man. Listen, okay? You could say you want something in this world, dude. I'm going so balls to the wall deep. God damn. Listen. You can say you want something in life, but if oh my god, man. Every single one of these solo podcasts, this is why I need guests. Yeah. It's good to have at least have some self-deprecation, but all I'm getting at, and I'm just like, okay, here we go. This is where it is. You could say you want something, but if you're not actively pursuing it, then the comfort in not pursuing it, that's what you actually want. Because if the thing the thing you want most, right? Like when you have to pee really bad, the thing you want most is to go pee. And therefore you go pee because that's the most important thing. But if you're like, nah, I don't really need to pee that much, comfort is still a more bigger issue. And pursuing your goals, watching Netflix, browsing YouTube, Reddit, wasting your time. Okay, this is something that I've needed to hear, but I'm putting it out there because I need to hear it. All that, okay, is whatever you're doing, I think at the end of the day, is what you want the most, right? Whatever you're doing, if you're wasting your time, that's the thing you want the most, because if you didn't want it, you wouldn't be doing it, right? It's easy. You know what I mean? Like, you can say, oh, well, it's just easy to slip into this and just watch Netflix rather than go to the gym and exercise. But that comfort in not doing it is more valued to you than going out and working out. So, I don't know. I see people make excuses for why things aren't going their way in life. And listen, there's issues. And I mean, honestly, the last 8 months of my life have been some of the like the shittiest, man. Like, holy crap, dude. I can't believe how bad like just a traumatic brain injury can affect you. And I've been really off. I've been really off the life grind for a while. I'm finally getting back. I talked about this a little bit. Like, I'm on like a medication that's helping with that and stuff. But you know, it's just like, it's just finding that discipline. There's a dude on Instagram, and he is the most hardcore, man. Like, I talk a good game. Okay, I'm not that good. Jocko someone. What is it? Jocko Willick or someone? Damn, my friend is in Nice right now. God damn, that looks freaking unbelievable. See, I went down south. I want to go to Nice, man. Like, my best friend is in Nice. Holy shit, that looks amazing. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. I just got completely distracted. Anyways, France, Nice. Wow. Dude. Wow. I'm blown away. That's a beautiful view. I want to go to Italy, Europe now. Anyways, let me roll this back up here. This dude, Jocko Willink, Jocko Willink. He's like an elite Navy SEAL like trainer. You know, not even like he was in the Army and all this stuff in the States, but he's like beyond that, man. He's like a he's like a I don't know, Army SEAL. And I don't know, if you want some crazy ass motivation, this dude's up at 4 a.m., 4:20, 3:12. Okay, this is every single day. He takes a picture of his watch, and right when he gets up, it shows the time. 4:20 a.m., 3 a.m., 4:50 a.m. That's late for him. 4:10 a.m., 4:30 a.m., 4:30 a.m., 4:12 a.m., 4:20 a.m., 4:25, 4:32, 3:50. Like, and it's just every day. He'll post an aftermath pic of just him freaking sweat. Like, I don't know, man. Random aside there, but I don't even know, man. I don't know anything. Like, I'm just some kid on the internet talking about shit and letting out how I feel about life. But, dude, I know one thing is now I want to go to freaking France. Dude, oh my God, it looks amazing. I'm so happy for my friend, man. Like, my best friend, his girlfriend graduated, so they're going on like a 2-month little trip to Spain, France, and Italy. And I'm like, yo, you guys, like, that's awesome. That is so awesome for you. So I'm really, really glad to see that. What's the next Pokemon stream? Man, I don't know. I don't know about the Pokemon. Anyways, I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just like rambling. Anyways, again, I don't even like, listen, it's so much like motivational stuff that I'm saying. And it's not even like I'm trying to be like, oh, this motivational speech with this big figurehead. Because like I'm figuring it out as I go. But I just feel like this podcast, to just be able to talk about this kind of stuff, it's like a really good outlet. You know what I mean? It's just really good to let things out for me and just talk about stuff and just let it go. So I don't know. I enjoy it, guys. I enjoy it. Anything else? Going to Ireland. So I'm like, oh, I wish I was going to Europe. I'm going to Ireland in like 11 days now. So I can't really be, you know, I was like, just realized I'm totally out of the loop. What are all the cool kids streaming nowadays? And he goes, we went back to streaming challenges in Burns. That's funny. I like that. Damn, Doug Sensor Martin, dude. That's a dude that he's killing it. I dug on the podcast a long time ago, just before he I talked about that before, and he's freaking killing it. Did he buy a house, man? Damn, dude, that's something that I don't. Like I said, I just think this is something I'm weird about, but like, I just don't like. Everyone's all about that house, man. I see YouTubers buying houses and stuff. Like, I see Noah's bought a house, and Tommy, Chucky's brother, he bought a house, and apparently Doug, Face Center, bought a house. And like, it's such an awesome thing, man. Like, with YouTube, you bought a house. Like, that is amazing. But I just I don't feel like that, man. I'm like, why would I want to buy a house? That's a lot of money. And then I gotta commit to living in that house. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. But that being said, Maybe it's smart to buy a house. I don't know. Maybe I'm the one that's stupid. I don't know if I want a house. But I think for me, I think the minimalist lifestyle is good. Like I would like a nice house, but I don't want a big house. Like I live in a house, it's like one, two, three, like 2 bedrooms and like this is like a small off. This is like an office basically. 2 bathrooms, living room, kitchen. That's all I need, man. Homeowner club. I just like I don't need a big house. I mean, maybe it's hard. It's easy to say that when you're single. Well, not single, but like you're not married and you don't have a kid. But I don't know. I just feel like a small house. I feel like the thing with life I see with people is I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think the thing is people do is they get a job, they go to school, they get a job, they get a house, they fill their house with things, and that's like the whole scale of their life. And I just think like short circuit that shit a little bit. Obviously, you need money. Okay, and I was talking about money. You know what I mean? I think like money. The thing with money is people say like either say like, oh, I want money, I want to be loaded, and this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be a baller, or just like I want to be making that cash, or do whatever you want, and money will be great. I think, and I just came up with this on the top of my head, so I don't know if I'm right, but thinking about it, I think money is important. I think it's a percentage. Okay, so like if you look at every single aspect of your life, I think it's a percentage. I think it's an even split with everything else, maybe a little bit more. So I think having a lot of money in your life makes you happier, okay? It makes you happier because you can afford the things that you want, which really doesn't make you any happier. It makes you temporarily happy. It's like not really a long-term thing. But most importantly, it takes away a lot of the stress in your life, right? But I think the thing with money is it's one of the hardest, right? It's one of the hardest of all the aspects of life. And see, like I said, I just want to clarify. Like I'm not preaching this. I'm just like, it's good to talk about stuff and just get it out there to think about in your head. And this is really all this podcast is for me. Is like different aspects of your life. So I'm gonna think like financial. That's an aspect, okay? That's one peg in the board of life. Health. That's another big one, okay? That's another big one. I'm gonna say family. Okay. I think family can all go into. No. See, because so there's friends, family, and love, right? Friends, family, and like a relationship, girlfriend, spouse type figure, right? And I think let's say if health is 20 on the board, money is probably 20 on the board, and friends, family, and relationship, all three of those total up to make like 45. So like let's say 15 apiece. You know what I mean? Like you can have a great family and great friends, but no girlfriend and still be happy. You know what I mean? But you might be a little lonely. You can have a great family and a great girlfriend or spouse or whatever, but you're going to be lacking that like outlet of friends a little bit. You can have, maybe you didn't have a good family. You didn't really have a family at all. You can have good friends and you can have a good relationship. You're still missing a little bit there, but like you can make do with it. And I think like, what else we got? So we got like the friends, family, girlfriend, I'm just going to say, for me anyways, or like spouse, wife, whatever. You got health, that's important. You got mental and physical, okay. Definitely mental. Rip. Russian guy to really, why are people saying rip? Are we ripped? I think we're still good, man. I think people are trolling. Oh, am I doing percentages here? Oh, God, I wasn't thinking percentages. Oh, well, at this point, I better do percentages. I don't know why people are saying rip. So we got 20, 40, 45 makes 85. So what's the last 15%? Money, health, like relationships of all aspects, and Doing shit that you like. Doing shit that you like. Okay. That's equally as important as other stuff. Okay. I'm going to back this up, okay? So, health 20, money 20, like financial, having stuff, materials, but mostly just like the security that comes from that. Yeah, like freedom. 15% is like freedom, but like doing shit that you like, basically. Enjoying stuff. Enjoyment. Happiness, basically, you know? So, the friends, family, and relationship is going to make 40%. Okay, that's how I'm going to do this. Dude, this is cool. I like working this out in my head right now. So, yeah, happiness, right? Happiness, doing shit that you like. Peace of mind. Yeah, like that, you know. But the thing is like if you're financially set, no, that's not true at all. Like if you're healthy, you could be healthy, you could be financially set. You can have like a great girlfriend, a great friends, and a great family. But do shit that you don't like. You could be doing shit that you don't like, and that's tough, man. Because if that 20% of your life takes over so much, it's easy to let that kind of like get it's easy to let that take control. So I would say in doing shit that you like. So the friends, family, and relationship is kind of like each one of those is 33% of the 40%. So I don't know. 40 times 0.33. Each one is like 13.2-ish, 13.3 repeating percent, right? So, man, this is weird. I don't know. I'm just talking. But now people are just spamming Zesty in the chat. I don't know, man. I think that's like a pretty good aspect of life. So if we go through these, health, your mental health, like not, being too anxious and worrying about stuff, not like depression, that kind of stuff, but obviously physical. If you've got a big like a big disease or something like that, that's not good. I hate my job, but having my friends is what keeps me going. And of course, these streams. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what I mean? That's very important. Just like an overall, like your meat vehicle, like, is basically what your body is. It's basically a meat vehicle that carries your brain around, and maybe your consciousness if you want to go a little bit deeper. But like, that kind of stuff. That's general health. Okay, that's like the primal. The body and the mental state is all taken care of. Like we're not health in general. That's important. Then you got like doing happiness. You know what I mean? That doing stuff that you like. And I would say that's probably I don't know if that's the biggest, but I would say that's a very big part of my life. It's not the biggest, but it's a very big part of my life. Is like YouTube. Is just shit that I like. And this is YouTube, man. Definitely YouTube. It's convenient, though, that the doing shit that I like also happens to be the financial aspect. It's the doing shit that I like supports the financial aspect. And, I think the thing is with life, man, is like, you could say like, oh, money will make you happy. But money's only that 20% that financially secure. But at the end of the day, I think the thing you need to realize is even if you're making like a lot of money, and I'm not even gonna say like you're a millionaire, but let's say like you've got a really good career, like you're a doctor or a lawyer, you're making like $250,000 a year. Even if you're making that, like anything can happen, man. You can get divorced and lose out on it. Like, you can have it invested in the wrong thing and it can die. You can get robbed. Your house can burn up in a fire. Nothing is guaranteed as far as money goes, but and I think it's proven that like after like 70,000 or 80,000 a year, you don't get any happier. So like, and I mean, there's some arguments that people say like after about 35 or so, that's kind of where you're good and you're fine. So, money is important. Health is important, but money is like a key thing, right? Being able to just support yourself, not having the fear for food and shelter and everything else that complements your life, right? I think money here. Oh, this is gonna be a quote that keeps everything together for the rest of your life. Money is the glue that holds the rest of your life together, but is not the thing that actually makes your life good. You know what I mean? Like if you got your money, it's gonna hold the things that are good in your life together. Like if you got a girlfriend, you can take her out and do fun stuff. You can have fun with your family. You can do shit that you like. You can stay healthy. You can eat good food. But it's not like the thing that actually makes you happy. It's just the glue that helps keep the pieces together. So we got health. I think that's number one. The number one thing is you got to be healthy. Not being healthy really fucks up the rest of everything. Health is the foundation to which, oh my God, I can't even say it to myself. I can't say, okay, ready? This is what I was going to say. Health is like the foundation, it's like the health is what your life sits on, and glue holds the rest of it together. Oh my God, he's so goddamn profound. The Smith poets, I'm a freaking hack, man. But the next bit we got like just doing stuff you like. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Whether it's playing video games, making YouTube videos, traveling the world, going to Nice, snorting cocaine. Okay, snorting cocaine is gonna make you temporarily happy. It's gonna affect the health side and the money side and the relationship side. It's gonna affect everything else. Temporary happiness. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but doing out, having fun things. That's part of it. Dude, this is like, I gotta like write this down. This is good for me to talk about. Anyways, the most important thing, man, and the thing that's gonna ultimately be most important and make you the most happiness, give you the most happiness, is that 40% that's the relationships, the family, the friends, and the girlfriend. Each one, I think it's fair to say 13% for each, because like, I remember for me when I was younger, like, I mean, always I've had like a really supportive parents, and they're awesome. That being said, I'm way closer with my parents now, I think. But also like I'm closer with my brothers now, and like they've got like partners, and like we're cool with them, and we get-togethers and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like my family's always been really, really supportive. But like when I was like 18 through to 20, I was single. I had a great group of friends, really, really great group of friends. But I was so lonely, man. Like it really killed me. It really freaking killed me, because like I feel like you do need, and it's good to be single and experience that. But also at the end of the day, I think at the end of the day, everyone wants somebody to love. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, if like I only had my girlfriend, and don't get me wrong, I love my girlfriend. She's awesome. Don't get me wrong, she's awesome. But if like, I'm glad I have my other friends too. You know what I mean? If she was the only person that I like hung out with, I feel like, for me anyways, like I need, you need other friends. It's good to have other friends, do stuff with other people. Obviously, friends are a big part of life. So yeah, I think that's a good summation of life right there. Money's important, but it's a fifth of the importance, And honestly, thinking about it, like, I don't know. Speaking by my words, I should you should, in a perfect world, each one would be balanced right. Like 20% of your life would be spent getting money. 20% of your life would be spent being healthy. 20%, 40% with friends and family, and 20% just like, I guess, work or doing stuff you like, happiness. I don't know. But that's really not what I should say that's like the key, that's like the whole key to happiness. That's happiness anyways, not life, I guess, so much. But in a perfect world, that's how it would be split up. That's how I don't even know if it's happiness. I don't even know where I'm going with this, but I think the thing is like we're very work driven, us North Americans anyways. We're so work driven. I don't know, guys. I don't know. These podcasts, man. I like that there's only like 180 people listening to this right now. If you're listening to this right now when it's live, you're one of them. Hi, Pat. We got Chan to the Lear, Wham Bam, V Man, Minecrafter, Alex, Pit Reston, Gavin, Emmanuel, Marology, Really, Lynx, Cosmos, Preston, Gavin, Alex. Got some cool people in here. Have some chats. Toaster, what's up? Tune in the next week where we talk about death. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Like what? I don't even know where these go, but I think at the end of the day, I got to tweet at me. He's like, bro, sick vibes. I think at the end of the day, this podcast, and it is and always has been just like more so an outlet for me rather than anything else. Now everyone's coming like, I want my shout out. All right, I'm gonna do my best. All right, Links, Matta, Zaymont, Justine, Alex, really scary, Siblicon, Wolf, legit, Caleb, Links, Poster, Brandon, Jaden, Derek Vortex, Shadow, Flaming, and Ryan, Swaggerton, and Wolf, and Dylan and John and GTS. There you go. And Griffin and Random. All right. There you go. There you go. There you go. So this is where this education goes. That would be the money side of it. Even though you're not getting money, that would be where the money side of it goes. I don't know, man. I don't know. Guys, I think we've ran out of talking points. Like I was saying, though, I think the whole point of this podcast is more me to just vent all my crazy mind ideas and everything. And if there's anyone that happens to enjoy listening to it, then fine by me. That being said, I'm glad I've moved this over to some more Smith Plays, so like the main channel can kind of do its thing, and then we got this one going on. It's good. Yeah, and you know what? Just have fun with it, and I'm gonna retitle this Drunken Russian Story to Typical Deep Shit Stuff. I'll say stuff. Drunk Russian Story to Typical Drunk Russian Story and Typical Deep Stuff. There you go. Sorry for the little dead air there. Cool. Guys, I am going to go take a shower, go to Subway, and get a freaking dank ass sub because I'm hungry. Then I got to go to bed because it's late. Man, I should really be going to bed. I said I was going to go to bed early. It's late. Anyways, guys, I got to go. I got to get my sleep schedule back on track. It's already midnight here. I really got to get back on track. Thank you guys for coming out. I love you. Have a great day. Take care. Hasta la vista. Random ass podcast. I don't know if we're gonna have a guest next week. I really don't. I get guests on, but I feel like I've just been digging the solo stuff. Anyways, peace out, you nerds. I'll see you later. This will be up on iTunes probably tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna get this up tonight. Anyways, bye guys.